Most people spend their entire lives searching for their passion. They're constantly asking themselves questions like, what is my purpose? What kind of business should I start? What kind of side hustle would be right for me? But if you're watching this video, I'm guessing your problem is probably the complete opposite. Because you don't have one interest, you have dozens. Maybe you want to learn an instrument, start a podcast, or finally learn how to use that professional camera that you got as a gift last year. Maybe you want to paint, build furniture, learn yoga, start a business, or about 10 other things. People like to call this being multi-passionate, but it just feels like you're scattered. Like you're standing in front of an ice cream shop trying to pick a flavor, but they all look good. So you stand there thinking, well, what if I pick the wrong one? And because of that, you end up picking none. But choosing one to focus on for your side hustle is key. That's how I got to $19,463 months with my passion. Now, before we dive into the strategy that I'm about to share with you, if you're someone who's serious about turning one of your passions into a profitable side hustle, then I have a free training for you. You can go ahead, snag your free seat at the description in the link below this video. Now let's get into the root of the real problem here. If you feel like you have too many interests to ever fully succeed at any of them, I promise you, your problem is not your passions. I know this because I've been exactly where you are. I've gone through phases where I'm obsessed with totally different things, from photography to jewelry making to houseplants to painting to DIY home projects and even building bicycles. And for a while, I genuinely thought something was wrong with me. I thought I would always be someone who was juggling all these passions but never truly succeeding at any of them. But eventually, I realized something really important. I did not have a passion problem. I had a focus and strategy problem. And once I finally chose one lane to focus on, that is when everything changed. That is when I started making real money online. Because being multi-passionate is not your weakness. The problem is that nobody has ever showed you how to organize your passions into a profitable strategy. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. But here's something most people don't want to hear. It is going to be way, way easier to succeed at your side hustle when you specialize in one thing. Think about it like this. If you're trying to become a professional photographer, or open a greenhouse, or become a landscape painter, or a great gardener, or a YouTuber, all at the same time, whereas someone else is putting all of their energy into focusing on one of those things. Who do you think would be more likely to succeed? Exactly. It's the same reason professional athletes specialize. They're not trying to be the best football player, basketball player, figure skater, and gymnast all at the same time. They may enjoy multiple sports as hobbies, but they are going to put all of their focus into their one athletic specialty. And building a profitable side hustle works exactly the same way. You can absolutely have many different interests, but if you are serious about making money, then it's important that you choose one of them to monetize. And of course, your other passions don't disappear, they just become hobbies, which is actually the healthier way to approach this. Trust me, because trying to monetize every single passion you have is the fastest path to burnout. So let's talk about the simple strategy that I like to call the lane strategy. Step one is actually super important. First of all, stop trying to force yourself to become someone who only has one passion. That's not you. I want you to go ahead and just accept that you are multi-passionate. Because remember, the goal is not to eliminate your passions. The goal is to simply organize them. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab a pen and a piece of paper or pull up the notes app on your phone, and I want you to list out all of your interests, passions, and hobbies. Everything from gardening to photography, cooking, fitness, whatever it is, go ahead and list it all out. Now go ahead and circle 2 to 3 that you genuinely enjoy that could potentially become profitable side hustle ideas. Because I'm here to tell you that one of the best ways to monetize a passion is by creating and selling educational digital products. This is by far my favorite side hustle and the one that I'm going to be talking about in this video. We're talking about digital products like ebooks, workshops, courses, and memberships. This way you get paid to spend time doing something you love and teaching other people how to do it too. And if you'd like to see the 4 digital products that help me get to $10,000 a month with this side hustle, go ahead and download it completely for free. It's linked in the description below this video. In my opinion, digital products are the best side hustle for multi-passionate people because your passion becomes your knowledge base. If you love gardening, you could teach beginners how to get started with their own backyard garden. If you love photography, you could teach other people which gear to buy and how to get started taking their first landscape photos. photos. If you love fitness, you could create a simple fitness guide. Digital products work so well because you create them once and you take all the knowledge you have, you share it with others that one time, and then you can sell it over and over and over again. And this is exactly how so many creators are making thousands of dollars a month with small audiences online. Trust me, you do not need millions of followers to succeed with this. All you need to do is consistently put out content, mention your own freebies like I've done with my freebie in this video, the 4 digital products that got me to 10K months. And then what you're going to do is move your viewers to email subscribers. And you want to focus on growing your email list and then writing emails to your email list that send that traffic to your checkout page to sell your digital product. Which leads me to the final step of the lane strategy. Once you pick your lane, the key is to actually stay in that lane long enough for it to actually work. And that's why most people fail with side hustles. It's because they go ahead and they start a side hustle. 2 months later, they get bored or discouraged or distracted by another idea. So then they switch to trying to monetize a different passion and the cycle continues. Instead, what I recommend is committing to the passion you've chosen for the lane strategy for at least 12 months. Better if you stick with it until it works. So choose your lane and then follow this simple system. First, what you want to do is start a YouTube channel teaching on that topic. Then create a freebie that viewers can download so you can move your YouTube viewers to email subscribers. Then you're going to want to create a digital product like an ebook or a workshop. I would recommend those most for beginners, or if you've already made some digital product sales, I would recommend going ahead with a course or a membership as well. Then go ahead and send some emails to your email list that are genuinely sharing more helpful information, and also have a call to action to your checkout page where you can invite them to check out your digital product, and some of them just might buy it. That system alone is how myself, my students, and many other creators create consistent revenue every single month from their side hustle. But it only works if you stick with it long enough, because momentum likes focus and takes time. Remember, your problem is not that you have too many interests. Your problem is that you're thinking that you need to monetize all of them to be successful, but you don't. You want to choose just one to monetize and let the others remain as hobbies. That is how you build a successful, profitable business without losing the joy of all of your passions. And again, if you'd like to see the 4 digital products that got me to $10,000 months, you can go ahead and download it completely for free. It's listed in the description below this video. Now that you know how to use the lane strategy to successfully monetize your passion while letting the others remain hobbies so you don't burn out, you might be wanting to learn more about how you can create and sell your very own digital ebook, but how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this next video here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next one.